Yo, what's up, chat? How's it going? Welcome back to a brand new stream. What's on Ice, Ahmed, LVX, The Cheese, Uhuro. I did not say that. I'm so sorry. The flower emoji, Ava, Angelus, Avo, JP, Lit XS, Erica, RIP, Peanut Butter, Memo, and Junior Plays, XVR, Emmanuel. I think we got everybody. Cool. How's it going? Welcome back to a brand new stream. More Robux about to be given away. Tons more Robux. Yeah. Anyways, we haven't done a short stream in a little bit, so I thought we might, you know, bring it back, stuff like that. Lag? Is there actually lag though? Is there actually lag? Are you just like saying lag because you want to be different? No lag. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I think we're doing 100 Robux for every person. So we'll do 100 Robux for every laugh or so. Let's get it like usual, you know. Why do I look a little different in my face cam? Is that me? Shaquana, thank you for the sub. Wait, is that just me? Do I look a little different? Do I look different? Maybe. I feel like something's missing. Is something missing? It's just you? It's just okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready, chat? Are you ready? If you haven't already though, before we get into it, like spread the stream. Let's try to get that going on. And well, we're at currently what? We're at 45,000 Robux right now. And let's say if I laugh 2 times, I'm going down to like 44,000, or 3 times technically. So that's gonna be that. Okay, Chicken Jockey. Oh yeah, Chicken Jockey. Do we think we're gonna actually see Chicken Jockey meme
Chicken Jockey
when we're scrolling, or is the Chicken Jockey meme dead? I don't actually. I think the Chicken Jockey meme is dead.
He's actually pretty good at what he does. I mean, like, I never really thought he'd be the kind of guy to get up to this, but you know, he seems to have a lot of fun with it, so I can't really blame him. You know,
is that the guy from Forsaken?
Hey, come on, calm down, I'm coming. Kid's actually.
Well, I think is this Forsaken, right? It's Forsaken. When you actually switch the guitar case with Dad.
Get your guitars out, and what we're gonna learn today. Honey,
Yo! And we're getting rickrolled in the guitar. Yo, what? I was not expecting that. What in the world? RT, bro, look at the shaders. Look at these shaders, dude. How did Ambush not get him? Bro, what? Bro, Ambush didn't get him? Wait.
Hey,
how is that even possible?
What if you were cursed to live in Roblox games? Surprisingly, Grow a Garden wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, Grow a Garden would be fun.
The purpose of the game is just growing all types of foods in your garden. Now, it would.
But you don't have like a bed or anything.
% get really boring after the first hour, since it's just gardening.
Yeah.
But you're not really in any danger, and the other players aren't able to attack you in the game. Plus, you got an infinite food source, so you're basically all good. But being forced to live in Catalog Avatar Creator would really suck, since there isn't really any actual gameplay within the game.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. Yo, God of War Lover!
You build like Kratos.
Thank you.
And his build is good.
Ninja, you built like Kratos? Okay, I thought you said something bad. I was about to say. Thank you, God of War Lover. I appreciate that for the member for 2 months. W's.
It's a game made to help people find items to dress up their avatar. So while it does mean that there isn't going to be any fighting or combat, there's absolutely nothing else. What if you were...
Yeah. You want a house? Oh, dude, it's the same video. We've watched this video. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, wow. Wait, this is like a, what, like a $50 million, I don't know, castle. This is a castle at this point. It's not even a house. You can't even call it a house. It's a castle. 2, it's a little cozy cottage, you know, in the woods somewhere. 3, again, same thing here. I think the obvious answer is 1 here. 4 is just your average house. Well, not average. I mean, this is like you know, a little bit more than average, but like it's like a decent house, you know. 5. That's pretty cool. I don't like the location though. Oh, 6. I think we go with 6 here. I think we go with 6 here. You got a whole beach. You got a whole, basically a mansion, and you got a pool. Yeah. Yeah, 6. We're doing 6 here. 7. You're showing more of the swing than the house. I mean, nah. Unless like 8 or 9, unless 9 can beat it here. Nah, it's going 6. You know what? 9 ain't so bad. 9 isn't bad, but I would still choose 6 over it. It isn't bad, but yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I forgot that was even on my feed. That's crazy. Massive Blossom. I'm not a Grow Garden addict, so I don't know what any of this means, but we'll watch it because ladder plant. Chad, is this cool or something or what?
Look at this fat ass.
Whoa! No! Yo, say anything for the member. Yo! Why? No one told me they were gonna swear, dude. You kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Chat, y'all did not see that. Y'all did not see that. You guys didn't hear that. Nothing happened. Thank you for the member, bro. Thank you. Oh, it's not even 10 minutes into the stream.
This city was named this because literally nobody cared.
So
picking a name for a town or city is pretty easy, right? I mean, you can just name it after a historical figure or where it's even located. However, this one town just really didn't care about any of that. Because back in the 1860s, when a new community was formed in North Carolina, they had to pick a name for their town, which is a simple task, right? Well, no, not for this town. Because one day, residents got together to pick the name for this town, and as they kept arguing about different
Bro, just tell me the town name. Holy smokes.
names, one man just stood up and said, "Why not just name the town Why Not and let's go home?" Which would be pretty comedy if they did that.
Why
well,
not?
that's exactly what they did, and the town was named Why Not, and it's still named Why Not. It's so non-unique that it's unique.
I mean, it's like, well, you can do it in one word. Yo, Zanny, thank you for the 1 gifted membership, dude. Thank you.
Dad, can I get some Robux?
And no way, one of the mods actually got the membership. That's crazy. Oh, no way.
Mobile only. First of all, some
What is the luck? Out of 200,000 people. That's crazy.
Roblox. Now this might be because they only like to play on PC.
Mobile. If one of us went mobile only, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it.
So if Roblox only allowed people to play on their phones, they would just quit Roblox altogether. But another reason is that their phone just can't run Roblox as well as their computer can, which would make them constantly lag in games. Another thing is
mobile devices, they can't run nowhere near as much as computers can run because they're a mobile device. You know what I mean? I mean, Roblox app on mobile is optimized to run on your device.
Games will be more weird to play. Now for casual games that don't really require skill like Brookhaven or Grow a Garden, they really wouldn't be impacted all that much. But for the rest of Roblox's games, they're not going to be the same. For competitive games, if you don't already play them on mobile, you're going to have a really rough time. What if Roblox...
I mean, if it's a simple game, then it doesn't really matter, but if we're talking about Roblox, like, you know, all games are Roblox. This is the same video. Look, it's gonna be the same video. Oh, it's not the same video. Okay, first of all, 1 starting off here. 1 is my choice so far. I'll speed it up a little bit. Is 2 better than 1? I still like 1 here. I still like 1. I like 3 actually. I like 3. No, I'm keeping 3 now. I'm keeping 3. Just switching up. 4 is nice and big, but it's like, I don't know. It looks like a cabin. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cabins, but nah. No. That is so open. You guys see the windows on that? That's crazy. Nah. Now we're keeping 3.
To make your first free Robux.
Alright. My professional team member found a unicorn part 9. Are unicorns really all that? I don't think they're like... Well, how much did you sell it for? Well, let me see. It's 250! That's crazy.
Throwback to 1978 when this guy ate
And I'm gonna edit you? Okay, bet. I wanna see the edit. I wanna see the edit.
Plane. I am not even kidding.
What?
He did this by breaking down the plane into a bunch of smaller parts, and then over the course of 2 years, he consumed and digested each of those parts until the entire plane had been finished. Now, the reason he was able to digest a plane's metal is because he had this really rare medical condition, and it gave him an appetite for the most unusual objects. He first found out that he
Wouldn't that, like... I don't know. That would be pretty bad, right?
Had this condition when he was only 9 years old, and since then he has eaten a lot of weird things. Some of which being 18 bicycles, 15 shopping carts, 7 TV sets, 6 chandeliers, 2 beds, 45 door hinges, and a lot more. Now because
Dude, what? What are we doing here?
Because of all of this, he was actually given the Guinness World Record for the world's most unusual diet, and he ended up eating the plaque for that too. Throwback to
crazy. That's crazy. Alex, give me the sub. That's
a
crazy.
mysterious fire extinguisher washed up on the beach, making the villagers totally freak out, thinking it might be a bomb. Word spread fast, and soon a crowd gathered.
A fire extinguisher on the beach.
At it from a safe distance like it was about to explode any second. The extinguisher had strange writing
Isn't that just a scuba tank?
On it that looked really suspicious, and since weird things had been seen floating in the water before, people got even more scared. The police were called and they carefully checked it out. It wasn't a bomb at all, just a fire extinguisher from a ship. Everyone breathed a huge sigh of relief and felt a little embarrassed for causing such a big drama.
Who just said it looks like Ninja? Buddy, what? This guy looks nothing like me. Maybe his muscles, sure. Okay, we can agree on that. But the face shape ain't me, bro. That is not me. What are we doing here?
Ready? Slip the rubber band through the gap in the door if you're locked out of a hotel room.
Right.
Next, loop it around the base of the latch.
Can't someone just use this for, like, I don't know, breaking into homes? Like, you just, you know.
Then pull the band tight and tape the end to the room's inside wall to create tension. Now slide the rubber band toward the swinging end of the latch and gently close the door. As it shuts, the latch folds inward, unlocking the door and allowing you back inside. Slip.
Or that could be used by someone else, though. Yeah. That could be used by someone else. Congratulations, you win all house. Okay, sure. Let's go. See, like, all these are AI, by the way, which is kind of crazy. Well, no, actually, well, these ones look AI, but there's some, like, where you, I mean, this one's also AI. You can barely tell some of these.
A woman was shocked when she sneezed out a ring she lost as a child. It was a gift for her birthday and went missing during a party. She and her family thought it had been stolen. Years later, after a sneezing fit, she felt something sharp in a tissue and found the ring. Doctors said it's possible for small objects to get stuck in the nose.
How was it for that long and you didn't even notice it?
Especially in children. If the object settles in a place with few nerves, it might stay there for years without causing pain or problems.
So, like, why do we have to add this at the end? Like, this did not be, like, what? Wait, hold on. That much drinks just fall out of there? He looks so confused. He's like, what do I do? What? POV ninja getting snacks. Guys, we gotta calm down. Calm down. Honorable mention.
All our food.
Yo.
Food keeps blowing.
That was fire. That was fire. That's you. That's what do you mean? Was Blog watching? I'm watching Fridge.
Like these ones, because they're not food related.
Right.
The ability to never sleep again, or immunity to all.
Ability to never sleep again, because imagine all that time that you can gain back.
Sickness.
You know?
Who just said immune to diabetes? Nah,
that's crazy.
Chad, you know what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm taking blue. You're right. Yeah, I'm taking blue. I'm taking blue.
I'm taking red. I'm taking red all day.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Queso and Ninja are looking really familiar. Are you serious right now, bro? He looks literally nothing like me.
The ability to fly, or the ability to read minds.
Ability to read minds. Flying would be cool though. Wait, this one's actually kind of tough. Wait, hold up. Fly or the read minds? Because like these are both good. Like genuinely, they're both good, right? Blue. You can't fly. Why not? What do you mean I can't fly? It says the ability to fly. We're thinking, like maybe blue, maybe blue. I think. I mean, but then again, like you don't really need to read minds. You know what I mean? Because like at that point, like if you read minds, sometimes you know, yeah. So I think red. I think red. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool.
Okay, you know? Give me read minds. I don't need to fly that bad. Like I'm good. Why is everybody saying fly? Can we grow up?
What do you mean? Fly? No, guys. Imagine just like flying anywhere you want. Like imagine just going to another country. You could just fly there. Being able to fly is so cool. What are you talking about?
You wouldn't be able to fly anyway.
Oh nah. Oh no, that's crazy.
The ability to speak to all animals, or ability to charm and deceive. I don't want to talk to animals. Deceive.
I feel like speaking to animals will kind of ruin it though. Like imagine walking in your house, your dog like, hey, what's up, bro? Oh, I like these.
Exactly.
So not too long ago, a 7-year-old boy got a little bit hungry, stole his mom's car, and then took him and his sister through the McDonald's drive-thru. He ended up making it all 9 miles to the McDonald's, obeying every single traffic law and making it through the drive-thru just fine. But when the employee at the drive-thru saw an 8-year-old boy roll down the window, they knew something was up. They actually thought they were being pranked. Meanwhile, it's not a prank. The mom still has no idea her kids are missing. After all of this, cops did end up getting word that there was an 8-year-old cruising down the road, and they eventually stopped him and called his mom. Luckily, he's not in trouble with the police.
Imagine just going by yourself to get McDonald's, but you're like 8.
Mom is not happy.
Because honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to figure it out.
So if you play Roblox, you need to be careful. Recently, a bunch of Roblox players have been getting banned. And the reason why is because of these games called Crosswords. If you don't know, Crosswords is a famous exploit that makes it so if you join any infected Roblox games, your account immediately gets terminated. Roblox has been banning these games since like 2021, but they keep popping up. And unfortunately, now they're back again. So for the time being, don't join any sus, weird-looking Roblox games, and you should be okay.
Okay, guys, give me some sus, weird-looking Roblox games, okay? Let's join them.
Throwback to when a lawyer was in a Zoom meeting during COVID and he accidentally put on a cat filter and just didn't know how to take it off.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on.
Imagine it's the most serious meeting ever, and then this is what you got on.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here; she's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it.
I love how it gets to the point where he just decides he's ready to move forward with the filter on.
Yeah.
I'm here live.
What's up, B? What's up?
I can see that.
Thank God he clarified that he was in fact not a cat, because I don't know. I was starting to think maybe he was.
Maybe, maybe it was a cat. Maybe so. Crossroads, is it? There's a Honkai Star Rail screening event. Why was I not there? Why did they not invite me? There's real life. Hold up. There's real life anime girls. Sign me up. Sign me up.
5 hours later.
Okay. I'm not trying to, no, wait, hold on, I want to see, hold on, let me. Yo, there's so many! Why did I not get invited? Dude, that's crazy! They have a movie theater?
Are you all ready? Let me bring all trailblazers and unforgettable and
It's a movie, bro, what?
5, 4.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You're the last man standing against the gorilla. You're not surviving that, bro. You are not surviving that, little bro. Yeah, like, if you have a second of thought that you're surviving, nah.
Steel spikes shoot out from the front of the police car's bumper once it reaches a fleeing vehicle. This pole goes under the vehicle, and it drives into the spikes. Instantly, they puncture the rubber and create small controlled holes. These slowly deflate it instead of causing a dangerous blowout. And within seconds, the fleeing car loses control.
I thought they have like those spike traps, the ones from Jailbreak? Yeah, and they just put that there.
Forcing the suspect to stop.
That seems like it might like wobble a bit, You've been gifted a new home? Wait, one's kind of fire. Hold up. Wait, these are good. Hold on. Wait, there's only this much, but one looks a little isolated actually. Might have to go 2.
Here are some products with really bad names.
The dominant.
Top 5 robot? Okay, bet. Bro fell on the banana peel. Oh, bro's getting mad. Yo. Okay. Jump scare. Bro, is that TV man from is that what's that one guy from Skibby Toilet? It's the guy from Skibby Toilet. That's who he is.
So Roblox just made history. You see, Grow Garden just broke the all-time Roblox player record with 5
million people. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Million people all playing at one time. And it was all because of this update, a Chicken Jockey update. That was the update. Not only
Chicken Jockey! He just said Chicken Jockey, Chicken Jockey just played. Yo, wait, what is the timing on that? That's crazy.
The Roblox also beat their all-time player record with over 16 million players all at once. So what do you think? Do you like Grow Garden? Is this crazy? So Roblox just made
that was some crazy timing. I was like, yo, wait, he just said Chicken Jockey and it said Chicken Jockey. I was like, what? That's crazy. Chicken Jockey?
Use a needle to gently trace along the edges, weakening the
Buddy, we're not gonna be in Squid Game. What are we gonna use this for?
If you get a simple shape, you can snap the outside off to save time. But with complex shapes, it's safer to lick the back of the
Why is it? Okay, yo, hold on. When you lick it, it is not gonna be looking like that. Okay, this ain't normal. I don't know what this is. It's not normal.
Andy, leaving a
Ninja red or blue? This is not for Squid Game's trust. Blue.
Of spit. You see, your saliva softens the sugar and dissolves the edges, making it easier to carve. And you can also use a lighter to heat the needle and melt the candy faster.
Yup.
These are 3 insane ways people tried to fly for free. First up, the fake boarding pass. In 2024, a man snapped a photo of another passenger's boarding pass and tried to pass it off as his own. What he didn't realize is that doing this is actually a felony.
This ticket says...
I mean, I think anybody would realistically realize, you know, you're not supposed to do that.
10-year-old girl?
Getting caught could mean up to 5 years in prison. The next way someone flew for free was by shipping themselves from New York to Dallas in a cargo jet.
What?
This isn't so bad. But cargo holds aren't exactly known for comfy seating. They're cold, and due to the pressurization, air is hard to breathe.
Oh man, I don't feel good.
If caught, you could face up to 10
Just
years
bring
in
a
federal
fan, and then you can like breathe better.
Prison. But what's crazier is that a 15-year-old boy survived a 5-hour flight from California to Hawaii, hiding in the plane's wheel well.
No, he did not, bro.
Miraculously, the boy survived.
Oh, well, it pulls up. Okay, yeah.
Despite commercial flights cruising at over 35,000 feet, which is higher than Mount.
That'd be so cold though, and windy. You would, yeah.
Everest, and requires oxygen tanks just to breathe.
I'm the king of the world!
These are 3
Yeah, you're done editing? Yo, nice.
Have you ever wished you...
Well, guys, another YouTube legend, Outdoor Boys, just announced that he will be retiring. This is a tough pill to swallow.
Retiring? Wait, the guy who, like... Wait, what?
The reason for it is kind of shocking. He made this video where he basically explained that he's going to be taking a step back, and he mentioned that because his channel has blown up so much in the past 12 months, simple errands like going to the grocery store have become very difficult since so many fans will walk up to him. He added on by saying him and his wife have real concerns about what this could do to his family life if his channel was to continue growing.
Is he mostly in the outdoors, though? I mean, okay, well, yeah.
Life did I think I'd watch a YouTuber quit because they became too popular. I mean, this is the definition of suffering from success.
Well, yeah. See, the edit made it. Yeah, I'll check it in a little bit.
Why time goes by faster as we get older. So, boom.
You're queso. No, I'm not, buddy. No, I'm not. Okay? No, I'm not.
Just like that in the blink of an eye, we are now 7 months away from 2026, and a little more wild than that, we are 9 years past 2016.
Whoa. You know, it amazes me that we are in 2025. Like, we are in 2025. Isn't that crazy?
But why is time going by so quickly? Well, there's multiple factors, but the first one being when you're young, you're constantly making new memories, experiencing things for the first time, and everything just seems more interesting. However, as you get older, life tends to become more predictable and set in a routine with fewer memorable events. And for factor number 2 is each year in your life is a smaller fraction of our total life. For instance, at 10 years old, a year is 10% of your life. However, at 50 years old, it's just 2% of your life, which is why childhood felt like such a big portion of your life. Finally, for factor number 3 is that you simply just need to fill in your days with new experiences, because it's about perception, not actual time.
I mean, that's true, actually, because you know, you remember most of your days by like the things that happen in them, like unique events, you know what I mean? So you just
Bass takes your bait and swims away. You'll see your line moving. Quickly tighten your line by reeling in the slack. Then snap your rod tip upwards in a firm, quick motion. This motion will drive the hook to pierce the tough part of the bass's mouth. To remove, gently guide the hook out along the curve it went in until it pops loose. When the
I don't know why I watched that. I mean, I would never be able to fish either way, but you know.
During a police raid, one wanted man found himself cornered with nowhere to run. Desperate and out of ideas, he came up with possibly the most bizarre escape plan ever. He pretended to be a helmet. He crouched beside a motorcycle, struck his best helmet pose, and hoped for the best. For a moment, it actually worked. The officers rushed past, completely missing him. But his cover was blown when a sharp-eyed cop noticed helmets don't usually have shoes. The man was busted, leaving everyone shaking their heads in disbelief.
Why do they always make this face?
What? 2025
just got even crazier.
Part 27. So when you're younger, many schools will have show and tell, where students will bring an object from their home and explain to their classmates why this object is special to them.
I did a few show and tells back in the day, you know.
Well, just recently in England, a boy brought a World War II grenade to his school's show.
Oh, so yeah, you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to do that.
Well, from this, the school had to be evacuated and bomb disposal experts were called, and thankfully it was safe and all of the students were safe as well. Next, you need to be really careful when looking at your phone too much, because a 25-year-old man in Japan who spent most of his days playing smartphone games was just diagnosed with dropping head syndrome, where he
dropping head syndrome? Yo, thank you for the subs, dude.
Is no longer able to lift his head due to him sitting in the same position and looking at his phone.
Well, that's like bad posture. Well, actually, well, if he's dropping his head, like if he's like this, okay, then that's like, yeah.
So yeah, this is real.
But it's also having bad posture, you know? I'm genuinely curious how there's a whole, like, there's full channels that just upload this for a living. You know, that's actually crazy.
As the bus plunged into the lake, he watched on in horror, but he was a champion swimmer and dived in without hesitation.
Okay.
Over and over, he swam 30 feet
So
down.
how are you gonna free everybody from the bus? CC Thompson, thank you for the sub, dude.
Pulling victims from the bus and bringing them to shore. This went on for almost half an hour, and he saved 20 people before collapsing from exhaustion. His lungs became severely infected from the polluted water, ending his athletic career. But his heroic act was never forgotten.
I mean, yeah, that's
Throwback to
crazy,
2013 when a man from China was given a 10,000 yuan court fine, which is about $1,300 US. In order to protest this fine, the man filled up 8 massive bags with 0.1 yuan coins, which are basically pennies, and he delivered all 8 of these huge bags to the court staff. 18 different employees had to go
No way they actually counted it.
all of these coins, and it took them an entire day just to get through half. You know, not too long ago, I talked about the guy who paid a
Bro, there had to be at least, I'm saying at least one miscounted coin. At least.
$217 court fine in pennies. But this one is on another level. I mean, just look at that. If I'm working at that bank, I'm quitting my job on the spot.
Yup. Or I'm just not doing
If
it.
you're ever trapped in the trunk of a car, here's how to escape. First, feel around for the emergency release. Since 2002, every
I mean, I don't really find myself in the back of the car, but you know, okay.
passenger car in the US is required to have a glow-in-the-dark trunk release lever right near the latch.
Wait, it goes glow in the dark?
Okay, bag of chips. Now, Cyrus, what are you doing here?
If you can't find the lever, it means the car you're in is likely older than 2002.
Oh, man.
If there's no emergency release, try to kick out the taillight. Most taillights are held in place by clips and screws. Feel around until you find one.
Got it. Now what?
How are you supposed to unscrew the screw, though?
Now shift onto your back with your feet facing the rear of the car. Then, kick the seam where the taillight meets the body as hard as you can. With enough force, you should create an opening that attracts someone's attention.
My little chicken legs aren't strong enough.
If you can't kick
true.
the taillight out,
Can't do
then
that.
make as much noise as humanly possible.
I really don't want to do this.
But what if you're like in the middle of nowhere?
I have no choice. Baby shark, baby shark.
Bro, he's just gonna go in the back and get really mad at you. He's just, you're dead after.
Works every time.
He's not gonna let you out because of that. Like what? It's not gonna happen.
Roblox players, you should probably know this.
He's probably gonna say like, if you make any noise, I'll suck your toes when we get to the when I tie you up in the chair, like or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why you don't gotta make noise.
Roblox just changed how the block system works. The new update makes it so that if you block somebody, they can't see anything in your profile. The only stuff they'll be able to see now is your bio, your groups, and your join date. That's it. Otherwise,
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's a good
your
update.
account just looks completely blank to them.
That's a good
Roblox
update,
players,
that's a
you
good
should
update.
probably.
Elliot's day of work. Dude, I don't play Forsaken, so I have no idea what these characters are, but bro, you're right. I mean, thank you for the sub. Whoa. Whoa. Subs I share my. Oh my gosh. Interesting.
People who built their house out of the absolute weirdest materials.
Weirdest material I could think of is like what? Like metal? Nah, houses are made of metal.
So, back in 2016,
I have no idea.
the luxury company Supreme released Supreme Bricks, which originally sold for $30 per brick.
Oh,
and you're
please do not tell me someone built a house with those.
Wondering how many people bought this? Well, they sold out. And after this, the bricks were then reselling online for a lot more money. Well, somehow, a man in Texas managed to get his hands on 1,800 Supreme Bricks to build a house of Supreme Bricks. And I did the calculations, and it costed him roughly $54,000.
There's no way. Why? 54,000? Wait, wait, hold up. How much does a normal brick cost? How much does a brick a single brick cost? A single brick costs $10. That's not even that bad. That is actually, that's not that bad at all, actually. $10.
Well, after
but you're paying $20 more than that for every single brick. That's a scam.
Buying all these bricks, he then realized there wasn't even enough produced to build a full house. Because if he wanted to build an average house, which would be about 2,000 square feet, it would be around 35,000 to 40,000 bricks.
Yeah, like 1,000 is not enough, dude.
Meaning it would have literally costed millions of dollars. But hey, at least he tried.
People try to flex. You can make a mini house.
In a small village, a strange rumor started. People believed that bald men had secret powers or hidden money.
What?
Some even thought touching a bald head would bring good luck. The bald men in the village became nervous when strangers kept staring or
But you could just shave your head balds.
trying to touch their heads. They held a meeting to explain that being bald wasn't magic.
Bro, there's no way this actually happens.
The rumor slowly faded, but the
faded? Wait, the rumors slowly faded.
And you know what else is massive?
Men still laugh
Faded?
about it today.
Faded? That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Okay.
Throwback to 2019 when this baby was born on the date 7/11 at 7:11 p.m. And on top of all of that, it also weighed 7 pounds.
Yo, that is got it. That's cool. That is cool. Robbie, thank you for the sub.
Ounces. The store ended up getting a hold of this news, and they actually gave the baby $7,111 for college,
Whoa,
which I think is awesome. But judging by this picture, the baby doesn't even seem that happy about it. I don't know. I feel like she should be a little bit thankful for what happened.
I don't think bro cares.
Anyways, this baby needs to start playing the lottery as soon as she can.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be rich.
Watch this criminal.
This Roblox game will blow your mind. So the trailer came out and it's been super controversial. It's called Pet Fighters, and basically it's an open world roleplay pet game. Except you have weapons and you can actually unalive the pets. Yeah, you fight the pets with weapons, not joking. Some people are saying this shouldn't be allowed on Roblox, but other people are saying it's a video game. Who cares? What do you think?
Well, I mean, you're fighting the pets. I mean, it's like the same thing as like fighting monsters, but I mean, I don't know how it works. Like, I mean, I think it would be pretty messed up if, this looks kind of messed up, but I think it'd be pretty messed up if you kept the pets as like, I don't know, like your actual pet or something like that. It's kind of weird, but you know, there's other games like that where you oof animals as well. You know, Minecraft, stuff like that.
Trying to see the bird's nest, he touched a live electrical wire. He was instantly thrown to the ground, and his face was severely burned. Even after he healed, his eyes were closed.
Oh my gosh.
His nose was missing, and there were 2 bulges of skin where his mouth should have been.
Godly VR, thank you for the
Afraid
sub.
to show himself in public, he stayed inside during the day. But as he grew older, he began to walk the highways at night. Neighbors who came across the faceless man were spooked.
Wait, can he see?
The name Charlie No Face.
Wait, hold on.
And there were 2 over, his nose over.
Wait, I can't even see.
He healed. His eyes were.
Oh, so he can't see. So how did he know where to walk? Okay, he's blind.
Toilet paper has gone from boring necessity to bizarre luxury. Some companies have taken.
I'm sorry. What? Literally, what was that? What was that first scene?
Toilet paper has gone from boring necessity to bizarre luxury. Some companies.
What am I even watching anymore?
Have taken toilet paper to a whole new level because why settle for basic when you can wipe in style? One company created a 22-karat gold toilet.
No, they did not. No, they did not. There's literally, bro.
paper roll with a jaw-dropping price tag of around 1.3
It is not 1.3 million. In no world is there a roll of toilet paper worth 1.3 million.
It's real, usable 3-ply paper with gold flakes that fall off as you use it. It's designed for those who want luxury in every part of life, even in the bathroom.
Okay.
If you're neurodiverse...
Okay.
The location of the Mona Lisa has been leaked. Ah!
What do you mean? Isn't it in the, is it in that museum in France or whatever?
Yes, the Mona Lisa, the most famous painting in the world that is surrounded by bulletproof glass in the most famous museum located in Paris that thousands of people go to every year just to see the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Now we all know it was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, but where did he paint it at? More specifically,
right. Okay, I see what you mean.
where is the background located in the world? Is it just a made-up place or is it real? It's a question historians have been asking.
I mean that he had to base off something. So look, I mean, I'd say it's real probably.
For hundreds of years. Well, we just recently discovered the location.
Yeah.
Because given places Leonardo da Vinci would have been, a geologist and historian focused on this one small bridge and managed to find that exact...
That is a... What? I thought that was like the ground or something. I see it now. That is a bridge. Oh, look at that. Like, bro, it's like 3 pixels. You can't even tell it apart, but...
Bridge in real life, where the landscape seems to add up as well. Meaning, Mona Lisa was in Arezzo, Italy. I'm sorry to leak your location, Mona.
Okay, well, you should have at least a little bit more specific, you know? A little bit more specific.
If you think your plane is going to be hijacked, here's what you can do. First, make sure you're not just being paranoid.
Angel, thank you for the
Sweating
sub.
passenger, maybe they're just hot. Swearing and restless, they could just be a nervous flyer.
True.
But if they're doing all of that and looking around suspiciously, according to experts, you might have a hijacker on board.
Uh-oh.
But here's how to know for sure.
That ain't
First,
good.
alert the attendant by pushing the call button.
Can I help you, sir?
Next, discreetly inform them of the suspicious activity you observed. Yeah, that guy over there is looking really weird. If things do escalate, don't physically or verbally confront the suspected hijacker.
True, that would be
Instead,
bad.
listen to the flight attendants. They're trained to de-escalate situations and use their environment to handle threats. Pilots are also trained...
De-escalate. She just tried ramming him over with the thing. Yo, Roblox Carsos with the 20, bro. Yo, thank you, dude. W in the chat for all restaurants. I appreciate that. Yeah, law by Mike. Law by Mike. He's the best lawyer. W's.
Pilots are also trained to lock the cockpit door and not open it for anyone under any circumstances.
Hurry up! I've got to go!
Oh,
If
nah.
you think your plane...
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah,
Whoa, calm down.
Okay, alright, okay! Yo, whoa, hey, guys, hey. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna be clear, I don't know what that was. That's not my feet. Guys, let's be, hey.
This McLaren looks real, but it's built entirely out of Lego. And yes, someone actually drove it. Wait until you see how fast it goes. In 2015, Lego started making small McLaren cars, bringing the brand's iconic supercars to life with Lego bricks. Then, in 2017, McLaren and Lego teamed up to create something even bigger.
It's just Legos on the McLaren though. You make it out of, like, you know.
Full-sized McLaren P1, built entirely from Lego bricks. It took over
this thing right here. And this thing, and hold up, and this thing right here are 2 different things, dude.
It took over 342,000 pieces and more than 8,000 hours to complete. But this wasn't just some display model sitting in a museum. Lego engineers installed 768 electric motors to power it.
Wait,
and
what?
to match the P1's flowing design, they had to use special flexible Lego panels to recreate every curve perfectly. Even the headlights, the dashboard, and the seats were all
No way they had the amount of power to
built from bricks.
to
Now,
carry that much stuff.
Here's the wild part. F1 driver Lando Norris actually took the Lego P1 for a lap around Silverstone.
Okay, but look on the hold up. Look on the inside though. Look on the inside.
F1 driver Lando Norris actually took the Lego.
They said everything's made out of Lego. Look at the steering wheel. He literally said the steering wheel was made out of Lego, right? Like if this is how it actually looks inside, And then you look at this. Wait, look at this clip. I'm investing in this a little bit much, right? But like, you know, I gotta, like here.
Lego panels to recreate every curve perfectly, even the headlights, the dashboard.
Oh wait, maybe. Oh wait, no, he didn't say it was made. Okay, either way, it's pretty cool.
Dozens of Lego bricks, and somehow it handled well enough to hit over 40 miles an hour. This McLaren.
People who never stopped counting. Literally.
7.
Firstly,
8,
meet Jeremy
9.
Harper, who is the only known person to count out loud to 1 million, because in 2007, he live streamed himself counting for 16 hours a day. And you might ask, how long did it take him to count to 1 million? Well, it took him 89 whole days, and he was even able to raise $10,000 for charity. Good job, Jeremy.
Good job, Jeremy.
Next, this is Les Stewart, and from 1982 to 1999, he spent every day typing on a typewriter and became the fastest person ever to type up to 1 million. And even though it took him 16 years, he is still the fastest. He also used nearly 20,000 pieces of paper while doing this. This man was the original Mr. Beast.
Bro was the original Mr. Beast, yeah. Yeah.
Reasons why Korea is living in the future. First, in Korea, staircases often come with signs that add a little humor and motivation to your walk.
Yo, why is the
Chicken Jockey?
Oh, that's wild. It's saying if you're a beast, take the elevator. And if it's saying you're, you know,
arrow labeled for fit
like
people
skinny,
points toward the stairs, while the other leads to the escalator, subtly suggesting that choosing the easy route might mean you're slacking on fitness. It's a lighthearted way to promote healthier habits. Second, if you ever have a layover at Incheon International Airport located in Korea, there's no need to stress. The airport offers free rest zones where travelers can relax or take a nap. These areas are equipped with comfortable couches, showers, and even a play area for kids, making long layovers much more bearable. Lastly, Korea has taken miniature food to a whole new level. Some restaurants serve tiny, fully edible versions of popular meals, like mini croissants, vegan sliders.
Okay, but like, then again, when are you gonna use a mini croissant? Okay, like that's not gonna fill your appetite, you know?
And even a full fast food set complete with mini fries, a mini burger, and a mini soda. It's not just adorable, it's delicious too. Reasons why Korea...
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
Roblox
I don't know.
leaked your chat history. Lots of you.
My chat history isn't bad, so I mean, there's nothing. Well, I know some people would have terrible chat histories.
Probably panic. Now maybe it's because you played Roblox when you were younger and you said a lot of dumb messages that you're really embarrassed about. You might also be panicking since you play a lot of competitive
I think it'd actually be cool to see chat history. Like Roblox should actually add a feature where you can look back in your chat history, you know what I mean?
And sometimes you get a bit too much into it and start some heated arguments with people if you lose. Which, to be fair, lots of us had those moments. But maybe you also get a bit too hot-headed and you say a lot of stuff that you really regret typing. And you're gonna be breaking down if you're that type of person that also bypass the chat filter to say some really bad things to people. But if everyone's chat history was actually leaked, everyone would delete their account. What if...
Nah.
What happened in 1582?
Why are you asking me what happened in 1582? Like, am I supposed to know this?
Let me explain. So, if you go to your calendar and scroll all the way back to the year 1582, specifically October 1582, you will notice that something is off, because 10 days is literally missing from the calendar.
Yo, what? Wait, what?
Which makes no sense, right? And this has sparked some insane conspiracy theories, like this was influenced by time travel or was a cover-up for something in history that we don't know about. But honestly guys, it's not that deep. Because it was actually done when the modern-day Gregorian calendar was implemented, so we skipped 10 days ahead because the Julian calendar, which was previously used, had a slight inaccuracy in measuring the length of a year by 11 minutes and 14 seconds. And it also helped determine the date of Easter. So yeah, now you know why this little...
Yeah, that's crazy that the calendar app knew that. It's kind of
We've invented
crazy.
Bro, don't film me, man. If you can catch me on this playground, I will give you $20,000.
$20,000? I'm chasing him down.
Yeah, 20,000.
Is he gonna just okay? Oh, okay, he's not. Okay, just you're leaving the 20K there. That's crazy. Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
He's just gonna take the money and go away.
He's putting his mask on. What? No.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Okay, jumps down. I would be chasing my guy. This guy's so slow. Oh my gosh. This is so staged, I'm gonna be honest. This is so staged, bro. This is so staged. What do you mean? I mean, he's doing good parkour, but... Like, you're telling me you wouldn't just hop right over that and touch him. All you gotta do is touch him to win the 20 grand.
Wow. Come get me, bro. $20,000.
Yeah, you can hear him breathing hard, though.
He tried to light his
It's not what it looks like, chat. It's not. Hey, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
But the attendant smelled the burning matches and saw what he was doing.
Why is he doing that shoe?
Wrestled him to the ground, and eventually he was sedated. And when they checked his shoes, they discovered a fuse sticking out of each one. It turned out they were stuffed with enough explosives to bring down the entire plane.
Oh, that would not be good. Wait, wouldn't that blow off his foot as well, though? So why would you do that?
And that's why you have to take off your shoes at the airport.
That makes sense. Wouldn't that go through the metal detector, though? You know, it's like. Yeah.
Believe it or not, this massive black smoke balloon.
Massive? Wait, guys, did you say massive?
And you know what else is massive?
Okay.
It came from just a single burning tire. All around the
Why are they
world,
doing
discarded
that?
tires end up in one place: the deserts of Kuwait. There lies the largest tire graveyard on Earth.
Tire
so massive,
graveyard?
It's visible from space. With desert temperatures hitting 122 degrees Fahrenheit, fires have broken out 3 times already.
After David
and
the Sub.
When tires burn, they don't just burn, they rage. Made from rubber,
That's AI. That is so AI, dude.
carbon, and heavy metals, they ignite like fuel
Look up-
straight out of hell. The smoke poison.
Yeah. Still dragging it. I will be dragging the low taper fade meme until it dies, which it won't die.
Has Roblox ruined UGC for you? Now, in the past, when Roblox first
What do you mean
released
ruined UGC?
See, it was an exclusive feature that only a select amount of people had access to. Now, that might sound like a bad thing, since nowadays anyone can upload UGC items.
Yeah.
But because of the smaller amount of people, Roblox was actually able to kind of moderate what people uploaded. But over the years,
See, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, opening it up to more people gives the platform more creativity and stuff like that. But then again, there's just those people that just upload weird things for UGC. And you know what I'm talking about, chat.
Access to UGC.
Y'all know what I'm
Nowadays,
talking about.
Roblox just allows anyone with premium the ability to upload whatever items they want. And while there has been lots of really cool items,
I think before the exclusive things was only to like it was only to what, just verified UGC creators and video star creators
have been created, it also caused moderation for UGC to be much more hard for Roblox. Has Roblox ruined UGC?
I mean, come on. Realistically, how much UGC is being uploaded every minute? Maybe 10, maybe 20. Can't be that hard to moderate, right? Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm wrong.
So this Roblox game just got exposed. You see, last night Roblox did a massive ban wave against exploiters and bots. Well, it turns out over half the players...
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, from 200k to... Oof.
Game were all bots because they all got banned. Look at that. This also happened with other games too, like Pet Simulator.
Oh my gosh, look at the drop.
Look at that drop off. They're all bots. So this Roblox game just got exposed.
That's kind of crazy. Now you see the actual player count of them. And it's not in the 100Ks anymore. That's crazy.
Here's
dude.
3 times in. Here are the craziest ways that people have escaped prison. So 3 prisoners escaped Alcatraz by digging a tunnel through a concrete wall using a spoon. They laid decoys in their.
See, I don't get that. How do you even dig a hole through concrete with a spoon?
as they did it so as to not look suspicious and successfully remain on the run to this day. Frank Abagnale manipulated
Good for them. Good for them. I mean, I don't think you're normally supposed to cheer for them, but like if they dug out of that prison with a spoon, good for them. Let them escape, you know?
Guards into thinking he was an undercover prison inspector posing as a prisoner for review. He forged a fake FBI business card and was aptly let out. A Frenchman and his wife escaped prison by painting nectarines the same color as grenades and threw them to clear their way to get to the roof, where they organized a perfectly timed helicopter to take them away. Similarly, a man
organize a helicopter? What?
Named Public Enemy Number 1 escaped jail in Ohio utilizing a fake gun.
Of course, Ohio. Of course. Ashford, thank you for the sub.
That he painted black. He was able to scare the guards into letting him out. A South Korean yoga practitioner was arrested for robbery and was somehow able to squeeze his way through a 6x18-inch food slot, leading to his escape.
Whoa.
And finally, 3 inmates in the UK escaped by memorizing the outline of the gate key and then made a replica in the prison's metal shop.
Memorizing the gate key? That's crazy. That's crazy work.
That's genius.
Yeah, let them escape at that point, honestly.
3 things in Korea that just make sense.
Okay.
First, Korea has a clever solution for keeping your soda fresh. Resealable cans.
Why don't we have this?
These cans come with a special cover on top, allowing you to seal your drink after opening it.
Wait, that's great. That's actually that's genius.
Second, food delivery in Korea is on another level thanks to unmanned delivery robots. These robots pick up orders directly from restaurants and navigate their way to your home, ensuring a fast and hassle-free
I feel like the robot will get jumped like 2 a.m. in the morning, though. Let's be honest here.
delivery. I wonder, do you have to tip the robot? Lastly,
nah.
Korea takes food waste recycling seriously, especially in apartment complexes. Residents must dispose of food waste in designated machines that weigh the discarded food and charge a small fee, around 20 cents. The money collected helps fund the recycling process.
Oh, that's cool then. That's cool. That's cool. Someone steals your item in Forsaken. Roxy Cola. Hey. So, what's his name? What's his name? Sledashkoli. How do you say his name? Sledesh. I can't say his name. Oh. That was Aura. Let's be honest here.
So
Shedletsky.
Some owners of the brand new Tesla Cybertruck are pretty upset because the $3,000 tent you can buy as an accessory looks absolutely nothing like how it was originally advertised. This picture is what was shown when the tent was unveiled.
$3,000 addition to your Cybertruck is crazy.
And this is what it actually looks like.
Wait, that actually does look nothing like that. Look at this design. Yeah, that's a ripoff. What?
It looks like in person. I don't blame people for being upset considering the price. I mean, $3,000 for this
you could buy a gaming PC with that, dude.
Crazy. You can buy one of those tents for a pickup truck on Amazon for like $200 and it looks significantly better. Also, very random, but why are 75% of the people who watch my videos not subscribed?
You know, very random. Why is like, what, 100 people out of the 200 people in my stream right now not subscribed? That's kind of crazy.
Kids who created huge inventions, part 6.
Massive inventions even, you would say?
Have you guys ever just been walking or running and noticed how much energy you're creating? Well, probably not, but you should. Because it's exactly what 15-year-old inventor Angelo Casimiro did. Okay. Because in 2014, he decided that just by walking, it can make his life so much easier. So Angelo created shoes that can charge devices. More specifically, shoe insoles that generate energy with each step.
Oh, wait, that's smart.
And by wearing these shoe insoles, when walking and running, the energy then goes to your battery on your device. Which is honestly an incredible device for individuals around
the question is, how fast would that charge, though, theoretically? Like, how fast would you have to go to charge it? Because there's no way, you're like, let's say you're walking casually, it's probably not creating that much energy. You know what I mean?
The world who might not have a direct access to electricity all the time. This is honestly amazing, and the fact that it was made by a 15-year-old is
like, I feel you plug that in, and let's say you go for 20 minutes, you're maybe getting 5%. Maybe. But I don't think any more than that.
I tested viral life hacks to see if they actually worked. Putting glass in a sock will keep it from shattering. Now this seemed too good to
Chicken Jockey. No, I think it will work. I think it does work.
And it was. Tinfoil can be used to...
It could have worked if you put like 5 socks on it.
Fill the gap of smaller batteries. I was positive this was going to fail, but it actually worked. A wooden spoon can be used to stop pasta water from boiling over.
Okay, well, tinfoil could be used, but I can guarantee you that's going to cause a fire in less than, like, I don't know, 5 seconds after you put that cover back in.
A wooden spoon can be used to stop pasta water from boiling over.
Yeah.
A simple hack, but very much useful. Miracle berries make everything taste sweet. Well, I tasted it by biting into a lemon, and miraculously, it worked. Folding up the bottom of a chip bag creates a platter for the chips. We'll say goodbye to bowls because this one works nicely. Shake out
good life hack.
bags by blowing into them. Doesn't feel like this would work, but it did. If you ever shake up a
wait, what? Shake out garbage bags by blowing into them?
By blowing into them. Doesn't feel like this would work, but it did. If you ever...
What do you mean shake up the why would you need to shake up the garbage bag?
Shake up a soda, you can massage the explosion away like so. I was so positive this wasn't gonna work, and then it did. You can conduct electricity by rubbing your socks on the ground. This one I definitely didn't expect to work, but after trying it, I was definitely surprised. So go watch the full video to see them all.
It's cool. It's cool.
So we just broke the Roblox world record. You see, yesterday I saw this video by Remainings. In this video, he plays a game called 700 Chairs.
Oh, I joined in this game.
For 700 players.
Yeah, I joined in
the point of the game is to get as many players on one server and have them all sit down in these chairs. Well, he managed to get exactly 600 players into the server, setting the new world record. Time to break that record. You see, I made a private server and then tweeted out the link. I have like 1.7 million followers, so getting people into the server was easy. The hard part was not having all the 8-year-olds' little iPads blow up from the insane lag of almost 1,000.
Wait, I'll show you guys my POV. Look, hold up. Let me find it.
Players in one server. It took nearly 30 minutes of bribing preschoolers with free Robux, but we managed to do it. The new record is officially 605 players. Remaining.
Okay, this was my POV here. There is tons of people. Oh, he deleted the post. Okay, interesting. But there was tons of people in here. I was sitting right here, and there was a ton of people. I think Creek was sitting somewhere here or whatever, but yup, that was that.
Your move.
These are the amount of bites it takes for these animals.
Yes, think we can break the record? Nah.
What are you so mad about, you cocksucker?
Whoa!
Hey, you.
Wait, whoa. Hold up. Okay.
Hey, what if Roblox had better moderation? Well, first,
if Roblox had better moderation, society would come to a great,
pulse bans wouldn't be a thing.
They would be great
anymore.
now.
Now let's be real. Every one of you probably got a warning or a ban on your Roblox account for the.
I've never gotten banned. I have gotten a warning though. Which was Roblox gives you warnings for the most stupid things, but.
Most dumbest reasons, like simply saying hello to someone has gotten people banned for
harassment. I said YT in my bio and I got banned.
Or even just saying anything at all in chat makes you at risk to get banned. But with better moderation, tons of UGC items would be removed from Roblox. Since you can probably find thousands of uploaded accessories that are clearly copyrighted, and Roblox would immediately get rid of them. And Roblox would also crack down on items that are clearly.
I love when they re-upload things like on the catalog, and they have a slightly different name. Like if it's core blocks, they may say like blue guy with no leg or something like that, just so Roblox moderation doesn't get them.
Millions of fake dominances that are so dirt cheap compared to the real one. What if Roblox?
This country does not exist. Well, according to the internet. So for years, I've been seeing tons and tons of memes and also people commenting on posts saying New Zealand does not exist. But
New Zealand doesn't exist is crazy. New Zealand's with Australia, right?
Is that it's
because the continent.
Obviously a real place.
Wait, hold up. Do you guys call it the continent Australia or thank you for the sub, or Oceania, right? Because I always call it Australia. I never called it Oceania. I don't know.
Right? Well, yes, New Zealand is a real place, but there's one problem, because on many world maps around the world, New Zealand just isn't on the map. It's almost like it doesn't exist. But why is that? Well, it's simply mainly due to its placement on the edge of maps, and when people create maps, many people just overlook this and don't even realize it's there sometimes, which is why it's caused a widespread of people saying New Zealand does not exist. It's also created the conspiracy theory of it's just Australia in disguise, but that's just bizarre, it's not.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I refuse to call it Oceania. Oceania? Nah. Nah.
Let's try to guess the #1 dream that people have for each category.
Okay.
This is for Gen Z, I'm pretty sure.
Dream job? What would be their dream job? Dream job? Their dream job. Like, I don't know. Like a YouTuber, maybe. But no, that's not. Nah, that's lame. That's lame. Maybe like a doctor? Lawyer?
I think the dream job is a YouTuber last I checked.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I was right.
Or a streamer. Something social media, but I'm pretty sure it's a YouTuber.
Oh, I was right! Okay, wait, I was right. Theoretically, I was right. But...
Yep. That's wild, wow. I get it, though. Literally.
Yeah. I mean, if only I knew someone who was a YouTuber.
Dream school.
I don't really know if there's a dream school.
I feel like it's got to be Harvard. That's
like yeah, true. Harvard, yeah.
A school globally, probably.
Harvard, yeah,
or
100%.
Stanford. Or Oxford. Probably Harvard, though.
Oh, no. MIT.
MIT, okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Expect that. Good for them.
Dream car? Like a Lamborghini. That's like the most, like... I don't know. Yeah.
Car?
It's gotta be Lamborghini. It's the most
Like
generic.
Lamborghini is too easy of an answer. But I'd say most people aspire to a car like that. If we're including girls, though, I feel like they don't really care about that. So maybe like a Porsche? BMW? Okay.
Why did I say BMV?
Almost there.
BMW.
Dreams.
Chicken Jockey.
Yo, Saffron, thank you for the sub. Dream City? New York.
City. Is this to live?
I think
feel
New
like
York.
It's got to be New York City, right? Or LA, but probably New York.
San Diego.
San Diego.
No one is saying San Diego, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, all right. I've never been. Makes sense, though.
Dream vacation? Like, where would you want to go on dream vacation? Like, maybe Hawaii, right?
And then dream vacation. Maybe somewhere warm, like Bora Bora. Let's try that.
The Maldives. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm saying the exact same thing as this guy. Oh my gosh.
When a firing squad shoots a prisoner, one of the bullets actually isn't real. You see, one of the rifles is loaded with a blank, but it still fires and kicks back when the trigger is pulled. The soldiers aren't told.
Wait, why did they
told which rifle it is, casting doubt on who actually shot and killed the man. This way, the soldiers can feel less guilty and sleep at night, knowing there was a chance that they weren't the one to kill him. When a firing squad shoots a prisoner.
What? I mean, what the prisoner really do something that bad?
This might look like a normal Roblox game, but
as a dummy, a little target.
Trust me, it's not. You see, this game holds a dark secret. The game is called Home, and whenever you first join in, it looks like a normal old Roblox game. But then if you leave and rejoin, suddenly everything changes. Now there's another sign here, but it's got scribbled text all over it. Then if you leave and join again, now for some reason there's an abandoned house in the corner.
What?
Then if you leave and rejoin again, well, now there's a weird NPC called Fried Rice on the map. Leave and rejoin again, and now suddenly the house is gone. It got...
What? Wait, chat, should we check this out? Wait, do we check this out? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do we check this out? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, okay. Y'all saying yeah, okay. Well, I'm kind of scared. What if I get hacked or something? You know what I mean? Okay, we'll create a private server. We'll name it totally normal house. Okay, chat. If I get hacked, I'm cooked, bro. If I actually get hacked, this ain't gonna be good. Chicken Jockey. Frakes. Thank you for the sub. Okay, hold on. Totally normal house. Okay. Please don't get hacked. Okay. So yeah, nothing's out of the ordinary. We got a little thing here. Is there any music? No music. We can look around a little bit. I mean, there's Roblox HQ. This already looks kind of bad, does it not? Like, why is Roblox HQ just torn down? What is all of this? Okay, so we took a little tour. Now it's rejoin, they said. And we should theoretically see something different, right? We should see something different. Okay, hold up. What's different? Oh, the sky is different. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wait, we're also getting, like, bombed. Dude, what? That's kind of... Okay. So let's leave and rejoin again. Let's leave and rejoin again. Join again. And then something else should be different now. Sky's back to normal. The house is gone. The map is changed. So wait, things change every time you join in. So what's wrong here?
Chicken Jockey.
I think this one's normal. I think this one's literally just normal. Okay, cool. Rejoin again. The nuke scared me. I was about to say, yeah. It was like charging at me. Is the skybox changing or is this me? Rejoin again, maybe? Rejoin again. Okay, yeah, the skybox is... Oh, whoa, what's going on? So, yeah, there's different things every time. Oh, look, it's sold. Yeah, it's sold. Roblox HQ is gone. Bam. No house. Okay. I want to join one that's like that gets kind of like creepy though. Like none of these are even. Whoa! I just saw someone. Well, I think I just saw someone in the game. Okay, wait. What's going on? Wait, what? Why is there? What is this? Lost your Jeep? Click here to regen. Okay, let's click. Why is it on fire? It's on fire! That's kind of... I can't move it. I can barely move it. Okay, weird. And then there's like parkour here. Bro, there's nothing... No, this game is boring, bro. This game is boring. I thought we were about to get hacked or whatever. No, come on.
Got sold. You see, every time you leave and rejoin the game, something new happens. One time I joined in and they even had a picture of my ex-girlfriend. This might look like...
Bro, what? Yeah, I don't know. It was all that. We've been lied to. Exactly. Like, it was not all that. It was not all that. It was not all that.
A pigeon slammed right into his face, and he instantly lost consciousness while riding his motorcycle. But as he blacked out, his hand twisted the throttle, pushing the bike's speed beyond 120.
There's no way he's keeping that stable, dude. There's literally no way.
20 miles per hour. Within seconds, he veered off the road and smashed straight into a tree, flying through the air. He landed hard on the pavement, shattering his leg and causing multiple fractures to his skull. Fortunately, he was rushed to the hospital where he managed to survive.
Okay, well, that's surprising, but holy smokes, dude.
Architects in New York made a proposal for an upside-down skyscraper, which would be the tallest building
what? An upside-down skyscraper?
The world. The proposal shows that it would hang upside down, suspended by air cables that are attached to an asteroid. And
there's so many reasons why this would not work.
Asteroid would orbit the Earth, so the skyscraper would constantly be moving. Obviously, this will never happen, but somebody thought it could because this is a real proposal. If I was a DoorDash driver, this thing would be my worst nightmare. I mean, just
imagine, like why? Literally, why? Everything is gonna be upside down. Who thought of that?
Ready?
The most American things people have ever done.
Okay.
So in 2019, a Texas man who was stationed in Italy for military duty was about to have a baby with his wife, but he wanted his baby to be born on Texas soil. So he decided one day to pay $200 to ship a container of dirt from Texas all the way to Italy.
No way.
And he then placed this dirt under his wife's hospital bed. Well, his plan then worked successfully, and the baby was born directly on top of Texas soil.
Yo, that's some dedication, though. That is some dedication.
The man then shared a photo to the internet of his son stepping foot on the Texas soil for the first time as well. This really is one of the most American things I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
cool,
bought
though.
a mug that promises not to fall. It's called the Mighty Mug, and it claims to be the mug that doesn't fall, so naturally I had to put this to a test.
Really?
Now, honestly, it's pretty much
obviously it's gonna fall.
Assuming, as it just looks like a normal mug. However, on the bottom is this soft orange part that apparently recognizes force and stabilizes the cup for when it's pushed. So to test this, I started off with the most common way a glass falls over by accidentally nudging it, and to my surprise, it worked and didn't fall. Which means I had to ramp it up a bit, and so after this, I put it on the floor and tried tripping over it using my full body body weight, and after numerous attempts, the mug continued to stay
She's
up.
not doing
I was pretty
it.
impressed at this point, and so I wanted to challenge it further, and so what I did was decided to give a few punches, which realistically a mug would never face. However, even if you do happen to punch your mighty mug, it still won't fall, which meant I had to get
That's kind of cool. I mean, like, accidental, water spills.
Crazy now, and so I busted out the aluminum bat and gave it some pretty decent taps trying to spill it over, but still nothing. Eventually, from enough force, I was able to push it over, but it definitely exceeded my expectations, and I think it deserves the name Mighty Mug, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Thanks. It's great.
I mean, not every day, your water bottle's gonna hit by an aluminum baseball bat.
You can make one change to Roblox. Some of you might change.
One change to Roblox. Make me the owner. And then, hear me out. I'm gonna make myself the owner, right? And then when I make myself the owner, I can make as much choices as I want from there. Big brain plan, because now, instead of making one change, I can make multiple. You see what I mean?
The front page. Now, I think we can all agree that the games on the front page are not really the greatest. Don't get me wrong, some of them are okay, but it could be better. Typically, the only games you find on there are the super popular ones that make tons of profit. So you might want to change it to show more niche games that don't get much attention. You might also make changes to free items, because let's be real, a lot of the free items Roblox offers right now kinda suck. And adding better clothing and hats would be great for people who don't want to spend Robux. And while there is free UGC items you can obtain, they're locked behind games that make you play for hours. What if you can make one change to Roblox? Some of you might change
the ooh sound. Well, they're just gonna get copyright strikes again. Yo,
what up, noob?
Yo, listen here, you dumb 8-year-old. You just got home from school, huh? Did you? Hey! Your little mommy's gonna come home with your McDonald's, huh?
I finished school.
You finished
My
school?
mom.
Yeah. Why don't you go do your homework?
What did I say?
His voice chat just got suspended. He just got banned.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude.
If you accidentally swallow a tooth, it travels down your esophagus and into your stomach.
I actually one time swallowed my tooth. Or no, I didn't swallow my tooth. I woke up one day and I realized that one of my teeth fallen out because I realized my mouth felt weird. And it was just somewhere on my tongue or whatever. It was just laying there. And then I took it out and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Then, powerful acids and enzymes start breaking down the softer parts of the tooth, like the pulp. However, the enamel is more resistant and might not fully break down. Next, the partially digested tooth moves into the small intestine, where it continues to be broken down by...
Would it make like cuts and stuff, maybe?
And
sometimes your tooth is like sharp.
Digestive enzymes. Finally, any remaining fragments are passed through your digestive tract and excreted with waste. If you
Chicken Jockey, nurse, thank you for the sub.
He tried to sell a country. Let me explain.
Sell a country?
So back in 2006, you could...
Realistically, how much do we think the average countries cost? Okay, well, actually, okay. Realistically, how much do we think you would have to pay for, like, the USA, for example?
Bought a country. Well, kind of, because in 2006, an Australian man thought it would be funny if he went on eBay and literally sold the country of New Zealand as a prank and started the listing at just 1 cent.
No way.
Well, when people saw this, they actually started bidding on it because who wouldn't want to buy a whole country? And the bid arose all the way to $3,000.
Yo, if you actually bid on that, you gotta be stupid. I'm sorry, dude. You gotta be stupid. 700 billion? No way. It would cost trillions. It would cost trillions. Okay? If you think about it, like the richest billionaire is like, what, 300 billion? Right? It would at least cost $1 trillion.
And you're probably asking right now, what happened? Well, eBay took down the auction and said New Zealand is clearly not for sale. And even somebody in the government of New Zealand said New Zealand is not for sale. The fact they had the government saying this is wild.
Yeah, no. I think the GDP of US is over $1 trillion, I think. I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me check. Just to make sure. It is, yeah, dude, the GDP of USA is 27 trillion. Okay, so I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more than $1 trillion, you know.
Hey, Rock got me. What? Unforgivable. Wait, and no, I took him down for you. Oh my god.
Hey, you okay?
Paper got me.
What?
Oh.
Unforgivable.
Wait, no, I took him down for you. Oh my god.
Hey, you okay?
Scissors got me.
What? Unforgivable.
Wait, no, I took him down for you. Oh my god.
Hey, you okay?
Rock got me.
What?
Oh, because I see. Oh, that make I see. I see.
I just assassinated one of my own viewers. Okay, let me
explain.
I made this video a few months ago where I had a bunch of my viewers submit challenges, and I would try to speedrun them as quickly as I could.
Okay.
However, this one speedrun I did had quite the interesting objective. Basically, I had to go to my Roblox group, find someone who was in a game, join them, and then kill them as quickly as possible. So I went over to my group and began the speedrun. I started off by cycling through the pages, middle-clicking on everyone who was in-game to open their profile in a new tab.
See if they had the
once
join
I
zone.
felt like I had enough tabs open, I would quickly cycle through them until I saw a join button on someone's profile and could see what they were playing. The first few games I saw did not seem very viable for this challenge, but then I ran into this guy who was playing the strongest battlegrounds.
Yeah!
Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me into his game, so I had to keep searching. Then I found this guy who was in—
Guys, yeah, that's why you gotta have your joins on, because you never know when Ninjagaming might go through his Roblox group and join you. Never know.
Bed Wars, and this time it actually let me into his game. Well, I thought it did until I saw this at the top of my screen. I wasn't sure if I was even going to finish this challenge, but then I saw this guy who was playing Prison Life. This was it, and all I had to do now was find him in the game. I took a chance by assuming he wasn't a guard, which ended up being correct. Unfortunately, this server had exploiters who were just shooting us through the walls, which could have potentially ruined the whole thing. Luckily, I was able to just casually walk out of the prison without any issues.
Okay, nice.
This was when I spotted my target. I tried to get closer so I could see his display name, which was pretty stupid because he started shooting me. But I was still able to just barely get the kill and achieve a final time of 7 minutes and 26 seconds.
Yo, nice.
Here are some times when the Earth was almost destroyed.
Oh,
the
not nice.
Tunguska event in 1908 was a 100-meter asteroid that exploded over Siberia with a force of 15 megatons of TNT.
Oh, that ain't good.
2,000 kilometers worth of forest. If it hit a populated area, it would have killed millions. Similarly, the Chicxulub asteroid over 66 million years ago killed 75% of Earth's species.
Oh, that is not good.
And if it had been slightly bigger, it could have single-handedly ended all life on Earth. The Carrington event in 1859 was a massive solar flare that caused—
Massive? Massive.
And you know what else is massive?
Telegraph failures. If that happened today, it would cripple all satellites, power grids, and communications worldwide.
That is also not
The Cuban
very
Missile
good.
Crisis during a 13-day period in 1962 was the closest that humans have gone to ending civilization on their own account. Single miscalculations of intent could have seen billions die. This didn't happen yet, but the comet Swift-Tuttle is dubbed the most dangerous object known to humanity and is set to come alarmingly close to Earth in 4479.
Okay, buddy. Realistically, what is happening in 4479? Are we serious? We're barely living. Everybody in here in this stream right now is barely living to 2100. Yeah. So I don't really know what's going on with 4479.
A couple went to a mountain along with many tourists to watch the sunrise.
And they're about to fall. I already see it. They're about to fall.
Enjoy the view at the peak. There were too many people queuing on the mountain because it was vacation
So my question is, why is there no railings on the side?
To avoid the long line, the couple decided to take a risky shortcut by climbing down a wall near a cliff.
Bro, what?
The man helped the woman lower herself, but she slipped and fell onto him. They both lost their balance and tumbled toward the edge. The man quickly grabbed a safety wire and wedged himself into a rock gap, holding the woman's leg to stop her from falling 5,000.
Imagine her shoe just slips off and then he's just holding the shoe.
Chicken
And she just falls down.
Feet. A couple—
That's kind of crazy. But you know what else is kind of crazy? Hello, day perfect. Okay.
McDonald's has become completely unaffordable. Lately, people on TikTok—
Yeah, but why is McDonald's actually so expensive though? Like being real right now, why is Roblox? Why is McDonald's so expensive?
Are sharing their McDonald's orders, and something as simple as a Big Mac meal costs upwards of $16.
$16? $16 $16? That is no way. Okay, it's not that expensive. Hold on.
$16.
Wait, what? Wait, let me see this. Oh my gosh. Wait, he's right.
$16 for a burger, a large fry, and a drink. It's just crazy.
And while some are understanding that there is a labor shortage as well as rampant inflation across the United States, it doesn't make sense that one of the most universally affordable fast food chains in the entire world costs as much as an upscale meal. With a lot of users pointing out that you could live off of $16 in Asia for an entire month, and why would anyone pay that much money to eat low quality food?
Yeah, that's kinda...
Weird facts about Roblox.
That's kinda... I don't know. 1890 Mustang drive... Yo, what? Wait, he's got horses on that. He's got a whole carriage. Yo!
Sad news today.
That's straight out of the movie.
Imagine celebrating New Year not once, not twice, but 11 times in a single day.
You could do
Sounds
that?
Crazy, right? But there's one country where this actually happens, every single year without fail. While most of us count down to midnight once, maybe twice if we're traveling, this country has to do it again, and again, and again. People at one end are already partying hard, lighting up the sky.
Wait, what country? Wait.
While others on the opposite side are still stuck at work or sitting in school. Fireworks and countdowns are done 11 times in a row here. TV channels actually broadcast New Year celebrations 11 different times. They literally repeat the same countdown show 11 times to keep up.
Well, what country?
And no, it's not the US. It's actually the country that stretches across 11 time zones.
Wait, what? Oh, Antarctica?
It's Russia. Imagine—
What? Well, technically Antarctica. Technically, if you're thinking of technically, right?
Celebrating New Year.
True. Okay, I see.
Everything is turning blue on Roblox, including you. Because
what, me? I'm blue. Oh, wait, I am blue. Look at that. Oh, wow.
recently, Roblox has changed their logo to blue, and it is now infecting every part of the website. Because now when you download Roblox for the first time, well, guess what? It's blue. Or if you're not using the client and you're on the website just like me, guess what? The Google Chrome tab is also blue.
It's blue.
Oh, what was that? You're running this on Windows? Do me a favor and look at the taskbar right now. It's also blue. But
it's
surely
all blue.
the play button will always stay green, right? Nope, it's blue. And look down at what shirt you're wearing right now. I bet it's also blue.
What? How did he? Wait, how did? Whoa! What trickery is this? How does he know?
So we need to rise against this because every 60 seconds a minute passes. Please subscribe.
How does he know? How did he?
Sick people ride this
like
roller coaster that will climb over 1,500 feet. Next, it plummets at over 200 miles an hour before going through 7 shrinking loops.
Oh, that's that one roller coaster, like the Death Coast or whatever.
And this
like the
creates
G-force.
enough force to make the riders black out immediately. It cuts off the oxygen to their brains, and after 60 seconds, this will kill them. Now, this ride was designed for terminally ill patients, giving them the option of a fun death.
I want to see this happen though. Like this would be cool. This would be cool if this actually happened.
But only a scale model was ever built.
Like they should make it. They should make it.
Which of these events is more common?
Blue moon or blue moon?
I know they say once in a blue moon, but I don't think I've ever seen one, so they must be really rare. Then again, I've never heard of a blood moon. Let's go blood, though.
Really? Okay, wait, sure, I do see a little blood moons, yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, blue is pretty common, actually.
Shooting star, solar eclipse, shooting star. No, solar eclipse. I mean, it actually depends on, no. If we're talking about full solar eclipse, then that's rare. But we're just talking about solar eclipse, then not really. So solar eclipse.
That one solar eclipse a few years ago. It was like a massive event. People went blind from it, I think. Shooting stars happen every night, I feel, somewhere in the world.
Oh, right. Yeah, true. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you meant, like, what's most common for, like, you. Like what you're seeing.
6 months. What are we even celebrating it then?
Tsunami or hurricane? Tsunami. 100%.
I feel like every time there's a tsunami, it's worldwide news.
No, I mean tsunami's more rare, is what I mean. Hurricane.
There's always low-level hurricanes hitting even just America, so it's got to be that. Okay, yeah, that was expected.
Smile or frown? What do you mean smile or frown? Smile.
Smile or frown? It would be sad if we frowned more than we smiled, so I'm gonna say smile.
Yeah, 20 per day woman, 8 per day man. That's not
Wait,
true.
what? Oh wow.
That's not
the
true.
Guys really aren't happy. That's shockingly low.
There is no way that is true. You can see how much I smiled through this whole stream. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Jeez.
Dying on your birthday or dying on Christmas? Dying on your birthday would be sad. That would be so sad. I think dying on your birthday.
I would say birthday because people are more prone to wild behavior when they're celebrating something, so definitely that. Okay.
Yeah.
Not sure if the logic was right.
13.8. How did they get the percentage for that?
But we got there. And then...
Car accident or plane crash? Car accident for sure.
Oh, obviously car accidents. Plane crashes never happen. Yep. Cool.
Which still 7,000 per year is crazy.
A man who was probably hungry or just really craving pizza decided to break into a pizza shop in a very unusual way. He climbed onto the roof and attempted to sneak in through the oven's vent pipe, thinking it was a clever plan.
Buddy, what? Do you know why the pipe is there in the first place?
Fortunately for him, he got stuck halfway down and couldn't move. He was trapped for about 11 hours before emergency workers rescued him.
What is that?
The man was treated for dehydration and money.
I thought he was about to get burnt alive. Like, I genuinely thought that was going to happen. Wait, what gave you the smart idea to do that?
Injuries, and afterward, he was arrested.
Good for him.
This Roblox studio is destroying the platform. There is a group on Roblox that is single-handedly destroying the platform. Chances are you have played their games before and have experienced it firsthand. Games like Grow a Garden, Fish, Blade Ball, A Dusty Trip, Gym League have all been
by Do Big Games.
bought out by a group called Do Big Studio.
Oh, yeah, same thing. Okay, come on.
And many Roblox players attribute their favorite games' decline due to this group making their games pay to win.
Well, yeah, every game they've bought, they actually seen the player count go down. Like, they've killed the games. Look in Blade Ball, for example. You're playing Blade Ball. Do you know how much purchases there is in Blade Ball? So much. So much.
And I honestly cannot blame the developers for selling their games to them because, well, they literally have infinite money. And on top of that, running a front page game and maintaining its front page.
Yeah, like if I had a game on Roblox and I was able to sell it to a studio, that keeps the game going. But like, what? I sell it and get $10 million, let's say. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh yeah.
This is probably one of the harder things to do on the platform. So when a company comes in and offers you a buttload of money to take all the burden of a front page game, you know, the incentive is pretty nice. And unfortunately, this studio doesn't.
And most of the time, they even make you still make the decisions of it. Like, they still make you control. Like, even Brookhaven, for example, it got bought recently as well, right? But they still, sometimes they most likely, like, they let you do the decisions, they give you a little bit of money for it.
Make games to last.
Like
they make games to squeeze out as much money as humanly possible. And since Grow a Garden has over 700,000 players, they are definitely raking in the big bucks.
Yep.
So who knows? Maybe your favorite game will be next because this.
Maybe.
I'm sorry, but are fast food companies just trying to kill us? Everyone knows they're unhealthy, but Dunkin' Donuts just announced a new Oreo drink that has almost 3,000 calories.
3,000 calories? How do you fit 3,000 calories into a drink, dude?
That's how much calories you're supposed to consume for a day and a half. There is enough saturated fat to last you 3 full days in just one drink. And don't even get me started on the sugar. It's literally healthier to chug a 2-liter bottle of Coke. And Dunkin' is not the only company doing this because I'm pretty sure Crumble Cookie just updated their menu. And some of the calorie count on these cookies is absolutely insane.
That's actually insane. Like, there's no way the food could even be that good for that much calories. You know what I mean?
The robber fired the gun right at his head, but at the same time, the
man
put his hands up to cover his face. And instead of piercing through his skull, the bullet struck his wedding ring. It deflected off the metal, splitting it into 2 pieces. One got stuck in his
not nice.
And the other
not nice.
But apart from minor injuries and a dented ring, the man walked away unharmed.
The guy just didn't shoot again? Okay.
This Roblox game has nothing but 700 wooden chairs, and I want to know how many people we can actually get to sit down. To find out, I joined the game and sat down, and things
1 million likes on this, holy,
were peaceful at first, until I joined on my main account, and everything turned into pure chaos. Despite chat messages not loading and the spawn area overflowing, the Roblox servers were keeping up surprisingly well, and we quickly had over 300 players seated. As the player count climbed higher and higher, I started seeing a lot of unexpected sights. Familiar faces like SpongeBob, Luigi, and Homer Simpson had shown up, as well as various members of the animal kingdom, including the long-extinct woolly mammoth. Shortly after I defeated this gorilla, we reached 500 players seated, and things would only keep getting weirder. While I was busy knocking over everyone at spawn, a Peter Griffin train launched me into the void, and I got a clear view of this abomination.
What is that?
Point, the server was somehow reaching maximum capacity, and with real money on the line, we managed to hit a peak of exactly 600 players seated at once, which is where the record currently stands today.
W's. Why is Remaining's voice? He just talks so calmly. There's no excitement. It's just so calm.
This server is so laggy. Are you lagging too? No, I'm doing just fine. Oh my gosh, I'm at like 10,000 ping.
This is me now that for some reason I just spike up in ping. I'll be at like 28 ping. I'll be at the lowest ping, and then for some reason I spike up to 10,000.
This region is not mine, is it? Dude, we are from the same region and I'm not lagging. It's just your dang Wi-Fi. No, it is not my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is good. Let me ask the rest of the server. Hey, guys, are you guys lagging? No, it's probably just your Wi-Fi.
Wait, why is he showing FPS here? Wouldn't it be ping? 1,000 FPS, 60 FPS. By the way, 1,000 FPS normally isn't achievable unless you use FPS Unlocker. But then again, I think the most FPS I got on Roblox was 600.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
I attempted the most dangerous magic tricks. Do not try this. So I was always curious how magicians perform these seemingly dangerous illusions, and so I found products that allow you to do it, like this swallowing sword that collapses in your throat so that it appears as if you're sticking it down your throat, or this smoke created with your fingers that realistically just uses this brown wax to create the smoke. I even learned the #1 choking hazard magic trick, which is the infinite paper pull, which predictably just uses a package of paper that you put in your mouth and unroll it like so, like a series of tissues. To take things up a notch though, I invited an actual magician over my house who started off with classic card tricks and fun illusions before getting risky by literally putting a sword directly through my neck. I don't know how it worked. I think it may have gone around. And then for the finale, putting my head in this blade where he said there was a 25% chance of it chopping off my head. And
what?
Then this happened.
And we're through.
So I was actually fine, but I have no idea how.
Wait, how do you do that?
And
we go frame by frame. How does it? Okay, well, when you do the cabbage, wait, let me see.
Getting rid of how it works. Putting my head in % chance of it.
Yeah, how does he do that? Wait, what? That's crazy. Okay.
Pull the lever and kill one person, or do nothing and let 2 die.
Okay, the right answer to this is so simple. It is so simple. Let me give it to you, okay? The first thing I thought one of this is like, do nothing or let 2 people die. Let's say just do nothing. If you do nothing, you were never involved in the situation. Bam, it's not in your control. But if you do something, you're technically pulling the lever to oof on this person right here, which would get you in trouble. But if you do nothing, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So.
Which choice would land you in more legal trouble?
Somebody, please help! Oh man, I can't go back to jail. I'm on probation. Please just tell me which decision gets me in the least amount of trouble.
Well, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens if I do nothing?
If you do nothing, 2 people die. Morally, not great, but legally, you're likely in the clear.
But don't I have to help? Isn't there like a law for that?
Also, choosing 2 people over 1 is kind of crazy. If it was like 100 people on this side and there was 1 person on this side, obviously I'd pull the lever. Obviously. Right? I'm sorry to this person who's over here. But yeah.
Some states enforce the duty to rescue, but usually only if you cause a danger, like crashing your car into someone or starting a fire.
So if I just stand here and do nothing, I won't go to prison?
Exactly, exactly.
I can't just let 2 people die. What happens if I pull the lever? Pull the lever!
Now, if you pull the lever, it could get you charged with causing someone's death.
Wait!
See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, because you're interfering.
But I was saving 2 people. Certainly that counts for something.
It does, which is why you'd likely get a manslaughter charge, which in some places carries up to 8 years in prison.
Yeah, that's 2nd-degree murder or whatever.
So legally the best option is just to do nothing?
Well, I wouldn't say nothing. You should still call the police or emergency services. Showing you tried to help could matter in some states, but I wouldn't worry if I were.
But yeah, the police are not showing up that fast, okay?
How come?
Because that train isn't real.
It isn't real? What are you...
I would just ask for someone else to do it. You know what I mean? Because then I wouldn't be in trouble, they would be in trouble. But then they were just gonna say, hey, he's helping me to do it. And then I'd be in trouble. So.
Have you ever wondered, where is the center of the world?
No. When your mom uses your phone and walks away with it. Yeah, this has happened though. I think this is like a canon event, bro. Is that the setup IRL? Oh my gosh, look at his dog, dude. That's such a cool dog. Oh, that's such a cool dog. W dog. W dog.
A doctor injected what he thought was medicine into the man's spine, but it turned out to actually be a toxic chemical meant to preserve the patient's eye after surgery.
Right.
Both bottles were unmarked and switched by another person in the operating room, and the doctor injected the wrong chemical into the patient. Within seconds, the toxic chemical traveled through the spinal fluid, causing irreversible brain damage. The man was considered brain dead and went into a coma, dying just 5 days later.
And then that's how the hospital got sued.
A teenager awoke from a coma after a severe sports injury and shockingly began speaking fluent Spanish despite never having learned it before.
Alright, bro. This literally did not happen.
Both his family and doctors were left in awe. This rare case is known as foreign accent syndrome, where individuals start speaking in unfamiliar accents.
You don't just learn a whole new language and just know what you're saying. Why is the animation? That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, they're not speaking like this.
After a stroke or brain injury, despite never having visited the region,
like, I think you'd speak gibberish at most.
Those accents originate from. While science can't fully explain it yet, one thing is certain: the brain holds untapped mysteries and
it's so fake, bro. That's so fake.
Get up to 600.
The graphics for GTA 6 look like real life.
Oh yeah, the graphics in GTA 6 is crazy though.
So the second trailer for GTA 6 was recently released.
2026, by the way, which is crazy.
And it hit 1 million likes in 40 minutes, making it the fastest video on YouTube ever to hit 1 million likes. And given that supposedly the production budget was $2 billion, making it the most expensive game ever made, people are impressed how the graphics look, and honestly, I am too. Because in the trailer, we could see in bottles that liquid was moving the exact way it would in real life. When
that's crazy. Those little details. How is this gonna run like on the PS5 or something like that? Like I would imagine it'd have a hard time running.
Walking. Also, the bubbles in the bottle were going up how they would in real life. The fact that this small of detail,
like, is this they said it was in-game footage, which is crazy because this is literally movie level footage.
Detail is in there is so impressive. And people are also impressed by the hair physics in GTA 6 because the hair moves like it would in real life.
That's crazy.
I mean, altogether, this game looks like it was shot on a literal camera. I guess that's the reason why it's been taking so long to come out.
Yeah, GTA 6.
For some reason, Logan Paul decided to make an entire video showing us how Prime energy drink is produced and manufactured, but it has completely backfired. He kept bragging about how big his warehouse is and how he spends hundreds of thousands of dollars changing very minor details, like the shape of the bottle or what color the cap is.
The Prime bottle, the proprietary shape with the ridges, costs hundreds of thousands of dollars just to make the mold.
But almost all of the comments are clowning on him, with people saying that they've never seen anyone drink Prime in real life, and others are calling it poison, saying that it tastes like fermented battery.
I've heard people say that Prime does not taste good at all. I've never tasted it. The only YouTuber product I've tasted was like Feastables.
For some reason, Logan
and Feastables tasted actually good. The new one, like I'm not glazing, but it actually tasted good.
A carpenter spotted a $20 bill lying in a convenience store parking lot and picked it up. Thinking it might be his lucky day, he went inside to buy a scratch-off ticket. The store didn't have the one he wanted, so he grabbed a different one called Extreme Cash. Turns out, it was the best random choice he ever made. He scratched it and won the top prize of $1 million.
Yeah, this did not happen. This did not happen, bro.
When asked what he would do first,
what is he doing? What is this?
The money, he laughed and said he would head straight to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Of course. A
carpenter.
What if Roblox?
I don't know why the first instinct this guy had when he got a $20 bill was to gamble.
Added fall damage. You would think that every Roblox game would be ruined. However, for some games, they won't even be affected at all, like Natural Disaster Survival, because they already have their own fall damage mechanic, since if you fell off a building without breaking a bone, and you just walked away like you weren't falling to your death, that would be kinda unrealistic.
Yeah,
but then you would think that this new fall damage—
well, there is some fall damage in some games, like Bed Wars.
Mechanic would have some effect on the rest of Roblox, because it would make sense to think that games would be completely unplayable and the platform would spiral into chaos. But honestly, when you think about it a bit more, tons of games just have players standing completely still, so they might not even notice it. What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try using
watched
AI
Zachy
to help me
films. I have.
A homeless man seeking shelter from a cold night climbed into a dumpster and fell asleep. The next morning, a garbage truck came by, picked up the dumpster, and dumped everything inside the truck, including the man. As the compactor began to crush the trash, the man woke up, realizing he was buried under piles of garbage. He quickly spotted a bag of oranges, and in a desperate attempt to get the driver's attention, he threw the oranges outside.
Okay, first of all, wouldn't the driver be, kind of, I don't know, in the vehicle?
The driver, startled by the flying fruit, immediately stopped the compactor and rushed to help.
This makes 0 sense. That makes absolutely 0 sense.
Hackers who hacked into the absolute weirdest things. So many people have smart thermostats now. You know, thermostats that you can just control with your phone? Technology is cool, right? Well, no, not until you get hacked, because in 2019, a family had their thermostat hacked, and the hacker decided to raise the temperature in their house to 90 degrees. And them thinking it was just a mistake, they then raised the temperature down, but the hacker then raised the heat again. But thankfully, they then realized it was hacked, and the problem was solved. Next is
that is a problem. I mean, having a device control something major like that would be kind of crazy. That's why, I don't have a thermostat like that.
Also multiple videos online of where hackers have hacked into tornado sirens and started playing the SpongeBob theme song.
That's also crazy.
That's the last thing I want to
saw
hear
that
during a tornado is the SpongeBob theme song. Hack.
Yeah. Yo, chat, we need to do our daily Tower of Heck, a daily Tower of Heck run. I almost forgot, bro. We gotta make sure we get it in for the day. Okay. So first try. We thinking first try right now, chat. We thinking first try. What are we thinking? Wait. Let me see what we got. Yo, no way we're doing this first. Yo, look how much this one takes. This one takes almost half the level. 100th try. If I make this first try, y'all have to subscribe. That's what has to happen if I make it first try, and if I make a second try, and if I make a third try. Actually, give me 3 tries at most. Give me 3 tries. Give me 3 tries, and then that's fair, I think. Okay, so let's go up here. And normally I don't really talk because, like, when I'm doing that, because I'm, you know, locked in. Which if I'm not talking, that's because I'm locked in, okay? Just want to make that clear. Okay, let's go here real quick. I don't want it to leave me. Okay, hold on. Locked in. So we're gonna go here. Here. Go to the edge. Go here. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay. It's okay. We have 2 more tries. Okay. It's alright. It's okay. It's alright. Hold on. Okay. Well, I should put on my locking music. Why did I not put my locking music on? Man, it's okay. I'll put it on in a sec. Maybe first try. I mean, last try. Yeah, last try would be better. Okay. Bam. Okay, we're doing good. I could be that first try so easy. Yeah, buddy. Sure. Keep saying that. Oh my gosh, this is all the way up there. Why can't it come down faster? I'm not gonna wait. Actually, locking music goes on now. Hold up. No! Dude, why is that part so hard? Okay, last try. If this try doesn't work, then I don't know. I don't even know at this point, dude. Okay, here we go. I can get past that one level. Okay. Here we go. Yes! Oh my gosh, chat, we did it! Last try, this is our last try. Keep that in mind. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 more. Dude, what is this? So I gotta wait? Oh yeah, I gotta wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, go here now. And then... Okay. Bam! Okay, second last one. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to go here? Okay. Last one. Give me my lock music again. Oh my gosh. Yeah! Last try, baby! Now y'all gotta subscribe. Alright, come on. That's kind of crazy. W's in the chat. Hey, hey. Look at that. That one's kind of hard. Can't lie. GG. GG. GG.
Babies who were...
GG.
So not too long ago, I talked about the TikTok trend where people are destroying their Chromebooks
Oh
at
yeah, I
school
saw that.
and then posting it online for views. And unfortunately, things have not calmed down. Imagine class getting canceled because of this. Here's another Chromebook that got absolutely picked apart. I'm still not sure how
Oh
the
my
screen
gosh.
works. Here's one where they turned their Chromebook into a skateboard. Kind of impressive. And then this one's also pretty impressive.
Chromebooks are just a meme now. They're straight up just a meme. Like, right? Like,
Not
dude.
sure how someone can get away with this without being caught like 5 seconds in. I guess the benefit of the doubt here is that the school year is almost over, so luckily this cannot get much worse.
Yeah, true.
He slipped in the snow and broke his neck. But even though he screamed for help, no one was around to hear him. He laid in freezing conditions, wearing only his pajamas. But his dog heard his cries and laid on top of him to keep him
Dude, when you break a bone, I don't think it matters wherever, but when you break a bone, you literally just instantly feel weaker and you can't get up. Like, that's straight up how it is. Like, you just lose all your energy. You just have to lie there.
She licked his face to keep him awake and barked for help. And she did this for almost 24 hours straight.
Whoa.
A neighbor finally heard and found the man, barely alive. And he ended up surviving, thanks to his dog's
Hey, W dog. Yeah, because I got whatchamacallit. I broke a bone once, and it was in snow as well, and I just fell down straight up and just laid down in the snow, and I could not get up. I was there for like a good 2 minutes, and then I had someone help me up. But yeah, it's kind of bad.
3 super units.
2025
just got even crazier.
Part 26.
There we go.
So Google just changed their logo for the first time in nearly a decade.
Oh yeah, it's like a gradient. I don't know. I mean, it looks better, honestly. It does look pretty good.
I'm not kidding, because we all know this iconic logo.
And to be fair, looking at this now, it does look a little bit dated. I'm gonna be honest. It looks a little bit dated.
Well, they now changed it to this newer version of the logo. I know you all were probably expecting a lot more than...
Actually, okay, I'm now looking at it. It does kind of look bad. It looks better when I first saw it. It does kind of look bad, though. It literally just looks like a color wheel. It looks like they just masked in a color wheel. Look. Bam. 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 It literally looks like they just took this
Chicken Jockey
and they masked it in. You know what I mean? Obviously not one with these colors, but like a color wheel technically. They have the sub.
But it is refreshing to have something new. Next, Donald Trump had just visited the country of Saudi Arabia, and to get ready for his visit, apparently they rolled out a mobile McDonald's truck for his visit. Now, I'm not really too sure if he ate it, but it was definitely a welcoming gift I've never seen before.
A mobile McDonald's? That's crazy.
Finally, it was also reported that we might be getting a remastered version of Grand Theft Auto 4 this year in 2025, before the release of GTA 6.
What? It's true? That's kind of crazy if it is.
What if you had infinite Robux for 1 hour? First, you would likely buy all the super expensive items, and that's a pretty good idea. Even though a lot of those items are priced for millions of Robux.
If someone got Robux for infinite Robux for 1 hour, the economy would immediately crash. That's just how it is. It would immediately crash, you know? Yeah.
That would normally cost a limb to buy, you're buying them all basically for free. So you could possibly create the most expensive avatar with everything you bought and flex on everyone. But another thing is when your infinite Robux runs out, you're able to sell all those items and get a ton of Robux in return, which you could turn into real money. Although Roblox might have stopped you by then. Some of you also might try donating people Robux.
Well, if it wasn't against Roblox, then yeah.
Could you imagine the reactions when you donate someone 1 billion Robux? What if you had infinite Robux for 1 hour?
That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. You know what else is crazy, guys?
As he rappelled down, part of his gear suddenly snapped. You see, he ordered a new harness, but it hadn't arrived in time for the trip. And once he was there, his partner noticed his gear was damaged. But the world-famous climber began the route anyway.
Okay.
As he made his way up the cliff, the harness scraped against the rock. This wore it down even more, and when he put his weight on the gear, the loop suddenly gave way. He 500 feet to the ground.
He survived, right? Oh, he did not survive. Oh, he did not survive. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Guys, the aerial tramway emoji meme is still massive. Okay, but for real, I did not think it would get nearly this big. It's everywhere. I found an article talking about it that says, why are people spamming the aerial tramway emoji on YouTube?
Oh, that's why you guys are spamming the tram emoji.
Shorts. And then even crazier, I came across this TikTok talking about it, but it's in Russian, so I have no idea what they're saying. If anybody knows how to translate it, please let me know what it says. I'm also seeing fake bot comments using the emoji.
No, guys, my chat! Oh no! My chat!
Is built off of other comments, which shows how powerful we've been with this. So safe to say our plan most definitely worked. Anyways, shout out to my last 10 subscribers.
No, my chat's gonna be tram emojis. Oh, it's all over. My chat, it's tram emojis. It's GG's.
How would these things move if they could? Right. Let's see this.
None of these look right. I'm gonna be honest. But if it had to be one, it would be 2.
3 is cursed, so not that. 4 doesn't make any
it would be 1 or 2.
Physical sense. I think 1 or 2. Probably.
Literally what I just said. Oh my gosh.
Probably 2. This is so dumb.
Banana. No.
My instinct.
None of these are right. Literally none of these are right.
3. Let me see the rest.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3 is the only one.
4 looks like a caterpillar. 1 makes 0 sense. And then what is 2? A baguette is.
Yeah,
isn't bendable, so
it's 3.
Automatically not 2 or 4 or even 1. So I guess 3 by default. I just don't see how it can generate that kinetic energy for each flip. Okay, a chair.
3 here.
All right, I like 1. That could be it.
No, I do not like 1. I do not like 1. It's 3.
2 scares me. 3, 2. 4 doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, 1.
What do you mean? 3 is the most obvious answer. I'm trying to look at my chat and I just see a bunch of tram emojis. I gotta ban the tram emoji from being used.
A plunger. 2 is
1.
Cursed.
1.
3, I guess. I think 1 might actually look the best. And then a donut.
Oh, circular, like this.
Okay, I mean, I like 3 immediately just because of the sprinkles, but I think anything other than 1 would just be wrong. How would...
Yeah.
Chicken jockey.
Just
open them.
McDonald's has official.
What if you were given the power to remove one Roblox game? For many of you, it might be
or remove one Roblox game. What's one Roblox game we all hate? What's a Roblox game we all hate? What's a maybe Blox Fruits? Yeah, we get rid of Blox Fruits maybe. A Grow Garden. I mean that's okay. It's all right. Brookhaven. I mean, Brookhaven doesn't do anything bad. Like, it's got to be, like, a game that needs to get off the platform. You know what I mean? Also, look at this. Pet Sim just dropped to 50K. That's crazy. Grow a Garden. Yeah, Grow a Garden maybe. Pet Simulator. I think Pet Simulator, yeah. Like, any cash grab games. Blade Ball, maybe. It needs to be a big game, though, you know?
Hard decision. Since you could have thousands of games in mind you want deleted, you might decide to remove a cash grab game that is way too money hungry.
Exactly.
And while it might sound like a good idea purging it from Roblox and preventing it from taking away people's money, there's probably millions of cash grab games still out there. So you kinda just wasted your power for nothing. Some of you instead might try removing games that go against Roblox's rules. And this could be things like scam games that promise to give people things like free Robux, but instead...
There's still a game that's been on the platform for like I don't know how long. It's been up there for long. Vibe Place. Why is Roblox not taking this game down? This is not Vibe Place. This has been up for 3 years. And Roblox hasn't taken this down. It has 180 million visits. I would take this down immediately.
Tries to steal their account password, or the really bad stuff that should have never even existed. What if you...
Yeah.
What's it actually like to have 1 billion Robux?
1
well,
billion
it's
Robux.
not as great as it sounds. Let's start with 100. Nothing crazy, you'd have enough to buy a hat or two. Moving on to 1,000 Robux. You would be rich enough to buy almost any game pass in your favorite Roblox game.
David the subs, thank you.
We're only at 1,000 and we're already pretty well off. At 100,000 Robux.
Okay, so this is near my range a little bit.
You can unlock DevX, allowing you to convert
Robux
into real life.
If I can do DevX right now, and if I were to turn in the Robux into real life money right now, it would be, how much would it be? I think it was 100. It was not worth it though.
$5. Alright, jumping into 1 million Robux, you can start doing
some
pretty
crazy
outlandish stuff, like converting it into $3.5k dollars, or even using it to make a Roblox game. Now we're entering the deep end. At 100 million Robux, you can buy whatever outfit you want, whatever game passes you want, and you'll always win in every Roblox game. You're almost up there with the richest of the rich, but there's one massive downside.
Massive?
All the beggars who will beg you for money, so you might want to hire a bodyguard. Now, at 1 billion Robux, you're basically
1 billion?
a real-life millionaire, but it comes with its own problems. Although you could retire, you'd be a massive target for hackers, and those who aren't trying to hack you would try to befriend you just for your money. Worst of all, one small mistake and your entire net worth is gone. Having it all
true. Like, unless you're okay, what am I trying to say here? Unless your account, your account is like, you can get your account back. Like, if I'm in the STAR program, so if my account were to get banned, or someone hacked it, or whatever, I would get my account back, bam, just like that. But if it's a random person, they're not getting their account back like that easily. And so that kind of makes it like, if it's gone, it's gone.
Is not as great as it sounds, so be grateful with what you have. Which answers the question, what's it actually like?
Yeah. W video, by the way. W video. I'm gonna give that a like. Nice.
A woman stood on muddy grass.
I think we're gonna end stream though. I think we did a lot of scrolling. I'll have another stream set up for tomorrow, 5 p.m. EST, so I would recommend you go there and notify yourself for that stream, okay? It's up on my channel, so go check it out, notify yourself for the stream, or just end the stream and I'll redirect you. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream now, though. Okay. Yo, Eric, David, the $2 super sticker, dude. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I was gonna check the edit. I don't know if the guy's still in the stream, though, but I was gonna check the edit. We'll probably check it next stream, okay? But, yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. Thanks for tuning in, coming to the stream. It's pretty cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Join the Discord if you haven't already, by the way. Link in the description. Alright, we have the cool 2017 outro. Bam. Let's go. Yeah. Subscribe, make sure to subscribe with all notifications on. Join the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter. Go watch the new video. Yeah. Bye-bye.